Hey, John.
Yeah.
Can you give me a massage, please?
No.
That's why we got married. That's why we signed the piece of paper.
No, it's not. We signed the piece of paper so that I die first.
What?
And that means that my obligation is that if some ship goes down, I have to die first. Like, trying to protect you. Like, if someone breaks in the house right now, my only obligation, if it's some 6'7" big hulking, I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna get fucked up. And that's my job. My job is to go first and die first. What I cannot do is run out the window before you. I wouldn't want to be the guy telling the story like, we tried to escape, I made it, but she... That dude's a cock.
You're crazy.
My mom has been telling me that my fans are worried that I'll slip onto the rocks. I'm going to walk extra careful so you don't worry about me. See how careful I am? That was no fun, Mom. I'm off to do dangerous Jack Russell shit.
What's digging? Got an iPhone X here, and even though it says it's charging, it's not drawing a healthy draw. And with this one cracked open and connected to life support, we can see it's drawing a 200 milliamp current, even though it's not turned on. So I've got a 200 milliamp short, a phone that won't turn on, and the customer told me that Face ID stopped working right before it stopped working. So if we have a look at our circuit diagram here, find the chip that controls Face ID, we might know our problem. Now the iPhone X here is two boards stacked on top of each other. So to get to this chip, we've got to take the logic board outside the housing, chuck the board on our de-sandwicher, and crank it on so we can separate the top board from the bottom board. Because the Face ID chip is on the top board, we're not interested in the bottom board. And with the top board connected back to life support, we're still getting that 200 milliamp short. And because we know that a short circuit generates heat, what we can do is freeze up that top board, turn it into a blizzard, and see what gets hot first. Come on. Mate. We see it's this guy here, which is a Face ID chip. So let's flux it up, chuck a coin over the CPU so we don't heat that up, and smash the Face ID chip with a bit of heat, which lets us desolder that, so we can yeet that chip away. We can now pop down the new chip. Now we've just got to chuck the top board back onto the bottom board with our de-sandwicher, chuck it back into the housing, prompt it to boot. I mean, what a day's work, mate.
There's a biker that's been following me for over a mile now. I don't know what he wants. What?
We've been trying to reach out to you about your bike's extended warranty.
Your girlfriend's been trying to reach out and grab my extended wiener.
This was taken from my Snap memories, but I found another sleeper on my bus.
Hey, boss! 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 Last stop, last stop, last stop, last stop, last stop. Last stop. Last stop, last stop. Last stop. Your eyes are red, boy. What's going on? Last stop. Huh? Huh?
I didn't understand what he was saying still.
What? It's the last stop, man. Man, I'm trying to finish off.
Are you my homework? Because I'm not doing it right now, but I should be.
Told her I was taking her somewhere nice to eat.
Leggings, right? It's not like super fancy.
No, it's...
I feel like I should change.
No, you'll be good, honey.
Are you sure?
Open your eyes.
McDonald's?
What, is that not bougie enough for you?
Well, can we go inside and eat together at a table at least?
Yeah, that's what I thought we were
I
gonna
was
do.
shook.
Okay, that's
You're
fine.
not mad?
No, as long as we're together, that's all that matters.
Honey, I'm just kidding with you. We're not actually going here. I was just
Where are
testing
we
you.
going?
I got a place planned where they like make the food in front of you and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? All right, honey. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, open your eyes.
Are you
Foot 1, foot 2, cat on my coochie, pussy squared. Oh, I don't want to wake her up. I'm sorry, don't glare at me.
Bobo, are you taking my fuzz? Give me that fuzz back. Bobo, that's mine. That's my fuzz. Bobo, give me that back. No, don't you. No. You better give me that back. Bobo. Where's Bobo? Give me that fuzz back. You know. Bobo. Bobo, give me that. Give me that fuzz. Give me that. Give me that fuzz. Give me that. Bobo. Give me that fuzz. Bobo. No, sir. No, Bobo.
Look at that, it's range. What is he doing? Let's go find out what he's doing. I have something to show you. What? Follow me.
Alright, why did you drag me into the office for this?
You got a little surprise over there.
I spelled your name out in rocks.
Why?
I was thinking about you.
You're fucking weird, guy. You know what? You think you oh, is that what we're fucking kicking rocks now?
Too fast. Oh, sorry, Alaska. Hey.
Don't.
Hey,
Don't.
how's it going?
Hey, Rain, check it out. Oh, Rain. Rain. Hey, Sarlords. Instead of chasing me, you should have. Oh, Rain.
I should have, but you can't smoke a soldier for being weird.
Shut up, guess my fart. Round 2.
Wow.
So my ex-husband has made yet another discovery about dating that he should put in a book. For those of you new here, my ex-husband's an engineer. We have a child together. We have a great relationship, and I find his dating stories hilarious. So my ex-husband is a private pilot, and he also owns a 1/5 share in an Archer aircraft. He has had several first dates where he has flown girls around in his plane. And he has found that the girls that say yes to a first date in an aircraft alone with a stranger off of the internet in his airplane are a little off. I want it noted for the record, we went flying on our second date and he was still getting his license, so there was an instructor in there. So he said he's sticking with taking girls on the second date flying.
Boom! No! Hey, you! Halt! He's the one. The one from the commercial. Affirmative. That's him. Can we get an autograph?
Oh, sure. No problem.
If you could make that out to Stephanie, my daughter.
Yes. Let's see. From your scary friend. Best wishes. See you guys later. Take it easy. Bottoms up!
Sully! 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 Oh, great news, pal. I got us a way out of this mess, but we gotta hurry. Where is it?
So, that's a cube of garbage.
The infamous accident on the Smiler at Alton Towers on June 2nd, 2015 has been described as inaccurately as this.
A mechanical issue is believed to have automatically sent out an empty carriage around 2 p.m. Shortly after, 16 people got aboard another carriage that deployed after the empty cab. The mechanical error automatically triggered a failsafe stop, which enabled the empty carriage to stop along the bottom of a loop. As the 16-passenger carriage dove into the same loop, it collided and crashed into the empty cab up to 50 miles per hour.
In reality, no mechanical malfunction occurred, and a variety of human errors combined with miscommunication caused the accident. All sources linked in the description. On June 2nd, 2015, around 1 p.m., the Smiler was being operated with 4 trains in 46-mile-per-hour winds, despite the manufacturer stating it cannot run in winds excess of 34 miles per hour. Sometime shortly after 1 p.m., the ride experienced a fault and the ride operators stopped loading new riders and emptied the current ones from the 4 trains. The ride operators then called maintenance. While the ride was down, the ride operators took the opportunity to transfer on the 5th train due to the high number of guests in the park that day. To transfer on the 5th train, the ride operators had to send an empty train around the track to allow the newly added train to cycle empty. Due to the high winds, the ride operators should have weighted the empty trains with water dummies to prevent them from valleying in the high winds. This was not done, and the first empty train was sent around the ride without valleying. Around 1:40 p.m., ride maintenance had completed fixing the fault from earlier and were ready to reopen the ride. The 5th train the ride operators had just added was sitting in the station and needed to be cycled empty before any guests could board it. It was dispatched from the station without waits, and the train behind it was loaded with guests. Train 5 valleyed due to high winds. At this point, the ride operator and controls, along with maintenance personnel, should have noticed that this had occurred. They did not, and the ride operator dispatched the next loaded train from the station. This loaded train was then stopped